Hello and welcome to the demo final project for game 475. This is our game engine. Let's begin with generating the libraries. So okay, so we have different projects which generate the libraries, such as for the file system, uh, math system, the PCSTree. We're gonna batch build it, and it's gonna select all, rebuild. So now all the libraries are built. We'll run the copy libraries to a folder. It will copy the libraries into a system libraries folder. Now we can run the game engine project. We're gonna first show everything in the code, whatever we have, and then gonna explain. Let's just show the game.cpp, and then we'll explain everything inside the other cpp and header files. So we have here three game objects. We have the camera, the current camera. So the current camera is this. We have a cube model, a pyramid model, a diamond model, and a terrain model. We have different shaders: the color, texture, texture light, and constant color shaders. We have four type of textures here. We have four graphic objects. Then here you can see we have we are doing the multiple instancing of graphic objects, and we have different kind of graphic objects which have different shaders. So like this has a color shader, the wireframe has a color shader, the graphic object with wireframe has a color shader, the graphic object with texture has a shader of texture light, has different textures, and henceforth. So we are doing the multiple instancing of a single graphic object. We have here the graphic object texture and the graphic object texture 2, for which we are doing changing the textures during the runtime. We have keyboard keys for movement of camera that we're gonna show up, down, R and G for particular a particular location in the scene. We have AWSD to move the camera, and then we have the up arrow and the down arrow to move in the front and to go back behind the scene. And then we have 1, 2, 3, and 4 to change the textures of the objects that we're gonna show. The graphic game object texture 2 is for the terrain, and this one is for the diamond. And that's all. We have the game object manager draw which we run. So let's run this project. So there we go. So here we have 1, 2, 3, and 4 different type of basic shapes. We have the graphic object that is colored, in wireframe mode with texture and light, and with only texture. And then if you press the key 1 and 2, it changes the texture of the terrain. If you press 3 and 4, it changes the texture of this diamond. Now you go front and back for the camera, and then this is the camera that movement using the quaternions. And then if you use the R and the G to change the camera angle, let's just go deep here and then press R, so like we change the camera. A couple of things to note here. Yeah, so we have 4 different type of objects that all with different type of shaders, different graphical objects with texture, without texture, with light, with color in wireframe mode. A couple of things to show is the model. All the models here are loaded from the file. So go here and then go to the type. So we have all the terrain, cube, diamond, pyramid models, Azul files from which we load the models. So we don't have any data of vertices and triangles, triangle list here. We are using our own PCSTree. So we showed you the library, and here we are using the PCSTree to add the game objects, and then during the update loop we update the game objects inside the PCSTree with this. Similarly for yeah, so yeah, so for the texture we don't have a manager right now for the texture, but we have a link list. So and then we have all the TGAs included here, and I guess we've fulfilled all the requirements here. So let's just go through the features we were asked to implement. We should have game objects with multiple instances. We have the game object manager. We have created the game objects, added in the manager and all. We have camera. We control the camera movement, adjust the camera with the AWSD up and down key, and R and G to change it. Then we have multiple textures, and then we are swapping the textures with 1, 2, 3 and 4 key. Then we have different type of lighting in the scene. Then we were asked to add 4 different type of primitive objects. We have them, and then we are loading them from the file. We are doing the instancing of the objects using the graphic objects, and then moving the camera, driving the camera through the scene with the up, down and the same keys. Then we are loading the object from the file again. So yes, we have shown different rendering modes like the wireframe, texture with flat, texture, color, constant color. We are using the PCSTree hierarchy, and then yeah, so that's it for the game engine demo, and I think we're gonna improve this much more in the forthcoming quarter. Thanks a lot.